Dubbed the Peace Ark, it is launched with comic omens when a well-wisher leaps after it into the harbor. It will founder in a wave of ridicule. Ignored by Europe, Ford will sail home to be jeered as a crank and pro-German. It is the label of pro-German that will kill pacifism in the United States. By the end of 1915, neutrality is proving profitable. The United States is a privileged sanctuary, immune to the hazards of war, thriving on war's traffic, the bulk of it with the Allies. During the neutral years, the nation will leap from depression into full-blown prosperity. There will be 8,000 new millionaires, a 60% increase. All through the country, there is a rising sense of well-being, a rising confidence, stirrings of patriotic ambition to shape the world in its own democratic image. The nation's tranquility is disturbed, its self-confidence challenged by an outburst of explosions and fires in factories producing war materiel for the Allies. There are dozens of incidents. The most shocking at Black Tom Island in Jersey City Harbor in July 1916. The havoc of 2 million pounds of explosives waiting to be shipped overseas. Connecting the series of disasters is a thread of suspicion. German sabotage. There is no proof, but a case against the Germans has already been built. The notorious case of the briefcase left on New York's 6th Avenue L. Belonging to a German consular official, the briefcase full of documents is picked up by a Secret Service agent tailing the man's companion. The documents lead to a German ring, espionage and sabotage, operating out of an office in this building, headquarters of a German shipping line. The ring is headed by the man who lost the briefcase, Dr. Heinrich Albert. His two chief accomplices, Naval Attaché Karl Boy Ed, who has been stirring up anti-American currents in Mexico. Military Attaché Franz von Papen, who already shows the skill at shady maneuver that he will later apply in behalf of Adolf Hitler. Pro-German Americans, like journalist George Sylvester Viereck, Albert's companion on the fateful L ride, become suspect. The revelations heighten hostility toward Germany. The national security threatened, Germany the threat. By 1916, the president has fallen into step with the campaign for preparedness. In June 1916, Democrats gather in St. Louis to prepare for a presidential campaign. old pacifist Bryan, young Franklin D. Roosevelt of the Navy Department, all factions of the party are satisfied by Wilson's formula. Preparedness, not for war, but only for defense. Wilson is the convention's choice. Wilson and his advisors hoped to build a platform of domestic reforms, but they soon realized that the delegates are interested in foreign policy. One line in the platform catches fire immediately. He kept us out of war. A campaign slogan is born. The Republicans, meeting in Chicago, ignore a bid for nomination from Teddy Roosevelt. Choose instead respected but colorless Charles Evans Hughes of New York, a justice of the United States Supreme Court. The president opens his campaign at Shadow Lawn, his seaside home in New Jersey. Publicly, he stands pat on his record of having kept the nation alert but neutral. Privately, he worries that any little German lieutenant can put us into war by a calculated outrage. The Republicans count on their traditional majority to sweep their candidate into office. Hughes denounces Wilson's neutrality as a halfway policy. He is nearly overshadowed by TR's energetic campaigning in his behalf. For both parties, the issue is war. Can we stay out of it? November 7th, 1916, Election Day. The candidates cast their ballots with the people. Through the long night, it seems to Wilson that he has voted with the minority. As Eastern returns are tallied, Hughes has a commanding lead. The president goes to bed at Shadow Lawn, believing himself the loser. Republicans at headquarters in New York wish Hughes good night as president-elect. The next day, during a desultory golf game, Wilson learns he has carried California. He is still president.